did wipe. I'll create some cool waves in this straighter hair type. Client consultation is the first thing I'll do. Some sweet talk, then drape her before the shampoo. I'll towel it dry and give her a whirl. Now girlfriend's ready for that preliminary test curl. Garrity was stunned. How could this be? The big man Ron had totally fooled me. He always seemed so quiet in class, but today it seemed like someone had kicked him in the... As Ron kept going, strong as a bear, I think our next section would block off her hair. So he continued without even a frown to rob victim one, beginning a crown. Down to the nape, then onto the sides. Ron was rolling, making great strides. With waving solution gripped tightly in hand, Ron turned to... But what Ron didn't realize was what he had missed, and if he didn't hit him quickly, victim one would be... Luckily for Ron, Jay pranced around and yelled... and yelled rather loudly with a hideous frown. Boy, Garrity's about to get her whip if you don't first apply cream and protective cotton strips. Too late it was, though, and Garrity was wired as she grabbed poor old Ron and said, "Boy, you're fired." So next up was Johnny, with Garrity in grief. Until Johnny the player flashed all those gold teeth. I got it, Miss G. I'll finish the job. As customer perm rod began quickly to solve. Don't cry, girl. I got you. You're mine. When I'm done with you, girl, you finna look fine.
Oh my God.
Johnny got to work protecting the hairline, applied waving solution before setting the time. Processing started, and Johnny decided to check out his work and how he'd been guided. But because Johnny Boy had stopped this too early, customer's hair was not enough curly. Nonetheless, Johnny thought, hey, that's no crime. All I'll do now is increase processing time. So that's what he did. Boy, this was fun. Until finally it was time. The hair was all done. Johnny started grabbing and pulling off rods. Then Garrity shrieked, "Oh, God of gods! Gold teeth, what the hell are you doing?" "I'm done, Miss Lorraine." He stood there chewing. She looked to the heavens and all was not well. Until suddenly a voice said, "Oh, bloody hell. Johnny, mate, you can't be done. You've yanked out her hair and she's on the run." Of course it was Kit, that dashing young Brit. Who all the guys thought was an annoying little git. He tracked down the customer and turned on the charm. "Sit here, young lady. I'll do you no harm." By this time she melted and her brown eyes shone. She didn't even notice some of her hair was on. "Miss Lorraine," said Kit. Oh, what the devil. Poor old Johnny forgot about the pH level. See, all this rodding and waving solution made him high in disillusion. But never fear, Miss Lorraine. I know what to do. I'll finish the job and have her looking like new. He remembered that waving was quite alkaline, so neutralizing this would need something like lime. Well, not really, but you know.
Okay.
So the waving solution he gently rinsed out with tepid type water coming out from the snout. He knew that the hair was in a quite softened state, so he used gentle water not to make a mistake. As he gently blotted dry the customer's head, the other barbers thought, "I'd like to punch him in the head." On the flip side, Christina just watched him and said, "Damn." She had always been Kit's biggest fan.
I object! The poem's named after you. Oh yeah, that is true. You didn't get your poem named after you. So, I'm good.
Close to the finish, Lorraine watched like a fly as this Brit went on with the neutralizer applied. He unwound the rods and was almost done. Gary Lorraine knew he was the one. With a final rinse and a final style, he had proved his ability by country mile. See, Kit understood whether colour or chem, you must understand how well to use both of them. Whether you neutralize orange with blue, hair can turn green if you've not got a clue. Understanding the law of colour is key to being a stylist of the highest degree. Knowing all colours come mainly from three is something that really overtook me. And even with that, you still have to master things like fine hair will process much faster. So when you throw on that colour, you really should know the hair type you're treating before you get up and go. If it's resistant and the porosity low, you may have time for a coffee or so, but porous hair will process quick. So pay attention or your client might kick. Permanent, temp, semi or demi, know that the molecule sizes are many. Dependent on that is the lasting effect or level you wish for, so know this correct. So what did you learn, I hear you say? Well, colour and chems can't be learned in a day. I for one thought that colour is colour. Throw on what you want and get the right colour. But see, colour and chems have many a rule. Don't study them and you'll look like a fool. So understand colour and chems and you'll find very rarely will you operate outside of your